Hola, bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic Official. I'm Magic Mel, and this is Charles, my angel. Welcome to episode 7 of season 10. And you might see this episode before episodes 5 and 6 because I've got them on premiere, but I'm still deciding. So don't get confused if my videos are a bit jumbled in this episode, in this season. But I made the mistake, kind of deliberate mistake, of having green tea quite late in the day. So I'm just wide awake. It's 12:30 midnight here. And I'm in storytelling mode. I'm going to tell you also that I had a beer and I had a cigarette today. Yes, I'm a paradox. I'm a human being. And I'm telling you these things to not put me on a pedestal and to think like I'm all saintly. No, I've got my paradoxical drives. I say, oh yeah, I quit this and did that. And then I go the other way. So I own it. I guess what I try and steer away is not to get dependent on anything. I don't want to depend on things, on certain behaviors or certain substances or anything like that, even thoughts. So, but then every now and then, hey, it's Saturday here, and I went to my mercadillo. Actually, I was just going to go to the cash point, and then I made the mistake, of going to the mercadillo, and there's a bar in there. And, the Spanish are so cool. People just start talking with you, and I had this super interesting conversation with a older Spanish couple, and we spoke about the connection with Mexico and the Philippines, and I'm like, oh my god, what are the chances? I'm obsessed with history, that kind of history. So I just kind of went with the flow. I'm like, Magic Mel, relax a bit, it's Saturday, and I had a beer, and I'm like, okay, have a cigarette, and then bye-bye, and here we are, still rocking. Okay, vamos, let's short story mode. Let's go right into this. Okay. Let me know where you're tuning in from, which time zone, and which part of the globe. I'm personally sitting here in the Costa Blanca, España. And it's Saturday, the 7th of October. There we go. All right. I gotta connect here. Connecting with the general spirit guides. What story needs to be told on this beautiful Saturday night live here with Magic Mel and you? What story needs to be told? What's the first card? Thank you so much. As you may know, when I pull cards from this deck, it is less literal, so I focus on the imagery and I craft a story as we go along, using my intuition. And, in the beginning it took me a while because I'm like, ooh, it's a bit risky. What if I just record this and I'm not able to read the cards? I'm like, you know what, just trust. We give ourselves less credit than we are actually worthy of. We're very powerful. We're more psychic than we give ourselves credit for. Especially now, the more we heal, the more we reclaim those psychic abilities, our intuition, because we're more in the body. And I did a whole episode on that. So rewind, check my other episodes when I speak a little bit about intuition, staying connected with our senses and our body. Okay, first card out. Looks familiar? Rewind. Look at episode, I can't remember the number, but look at episode, I think 3 or 4. I guess the story needs to be told again. So, I'm going to speak to you as if the story is about you. It may or may not resonate, okay? But let's just go on a ride here. So, are you feeling like, I'm going to craft this a little bit differently for a different angle. Are you feeling like a fool? Is there an aspect in you that's telling you, I told you so. I told you you're no good. I told you always mess things up. Do you have a big internal critic that's shaming you? That's what's coming up. What's next in this story? Thank you so much. It's wild. When I get these double cards, repetitive cards, it really trips me out. Because, what's the likelihood from this massive deck? What is the next card? in this story? Why is your internal critic screaming at you, beating you up? I know that voice of the critic. It's terrible. It can tear us apart and can shame us into parts. What is the next card for this story? I'm leaving it open. I'm not asking a specific question. Just want to leave it open. One more. What's the next card out? Okay. And you're going to see me trip out again because we have a familiar card. Is your big inner critic coming out because you're not allowing yourself to step out of your own box, out of your own restrictive situation? Do you feel like an imposter because you are stuck in some kind of situation that you somehow intuit is no longer serving you, but that you're perceivingly lacking the courage to break out of? So you're just doing the same old, ticking the boxes of expectations, perhaps other people's expectations, but deep down knowing that you're not doing what is really right for you, that you're not following your calling. Is that what is bringing out your imposter, your big shaming bully? Why? I'm going to start asking questions now. Why are you lacking courage? What's going on? Why are you feeling stuck in a job that doesn't light you up, in a situation that drains you, that's sucking the life out of you? Why? 2 cards came out. I'm going to take the top one. I have to look at this. Here's someone who is at the doorstep ringing the bell, and can you see it? He's got a bunch of roses behind his back. Are you, while you're sitting at your desk job, and this is not to shame desk jobs, it's just what came up here, while you're going about whatever you should go about, are you secretly daydreaming about delivering a message, even a bunch of roses? Is the fact that you actually want to be doing this, want to be in this scenario rather than in this scenario, bringing up your imposter, your internal imposter? Or is that very imposter, that internal bully of you, preventing you from being in this scenario, from delivering a message, perhaps romantic message? Is that internal bully of you not allowing you to deliver the message and instead keeping you stuck in a situation that you know deep down no longer serves you? Do you feel that you're in some kind of waiting game? Are you waiting for something to happen, for a sign, for the bus to arrive? Are you secretly waiting for your own happiness to arrive? And here I'm going to interject with a very good advice a friend of mine gave me a long time ago. She said, Mel, Magic Mel, life is not a bus station. What she meant was like, stop waiting around. Be the leader of your own life. Lead your life. Don't wait for opportunities to happen. Don't wait around for things to align, for you to be ready. Just putting it out there. It's the fourth card. We're going to pull two more. What's next? Let me know in the comments box if you identify with this character around which the story is crafted. If you feel like an imposter in some area of your life, if you have a strong internal critic that is preventing you from perhaps taking a leap of faith, whether it's in communicating something, whether it's in doing something, whether it's leaving a certain situation, tell me if it resonates, okay? What's the next card? Out. Oops, literally out. Flew out. Are you internally haunted or feel chased by a certain drive? Now, this can go in many directions. Is there an aspect in you that's actually internally chasing you out into the open field, out of the office box, out of the soul deadening job? Is there an internal drive, a restlessness happening in you that literally wants to chase you out of your comfort zone, out of your perhaps apathy, out of your complacency, out of your own passivity? One more card. Wow. Thank you so much for your guidance. Where do you really want to be? Where do you really want to be? See what comes out. I know where you want to be right now. You want to be watching Mel's Magic Official, episode 7. Yay, you're here. I'm kidding. No, but where you want to be in this story? Where does your heart want to be? Where does your soul want you to be? Let's see what comes out. Remember Temperance. Temperance is about patience and balance. We're in Libra season. I stop when my intuition tells me to. Or when a card falls out. Last card, guys. So where do you really want to be? Ah! Oh my god, this is so trippy. Oh my god, guys. For everyone new to my channel and you're wondering why the hell I'm tripping out like this, rewind and watch my past episodes where I use the same deck. My question was, where do you truly want to be? You want to be where your soul is. You want to follow your northern star. You truly want to be living out your destiny. You deep down do believe that life is magical. You do believe that there's not only a northern star out there guiding you, that there's also a true love out there that you will find underneath that northern star, who maybe is your northern star. It's your soul's calling. And the fact that this card came out in the precise order that it came out is not a coincidence. I tell you, Magic Mel is telling you that nothing happens randomly in the universe. So if you're watching this video, if you're right here with me, it's not random. So reflect on this, because this is a direct message from the universe to you. And I should conclude the story here. Bandidos, it's been a pleasure to have you here. It's my honor to have your attention and your presence for this period of time, on me, with me. Remember, those are the most precious gifts we can give to anyone. Our presence and our attention. So use them wisely. Sending you lots of love. This was episode 7. I loved it. Still tripping out on the order of the cards. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if anything resonates. Charles and I have got your back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you for the next story coming up super soon. Ciao.